Hello, everyone. My guest today is Zach Hedges. He exhibited a passion and affinity for marketing from an early age. Started his first marketing communications company at the age of 16. By the time he was 25, he had leveraged his expertise to build a diverse client list that included many big brands that you know. In 2014, he transitioned into the SaaS arena and launched MDC Dot, an all-in-one CRM and marketing automation platform. He also earned 2 patents through that work. This led Zach in 2018 to develop his most innovative product to date, pre-built marketing artificial intelligence, the first ever social media marketing technology powered that writes your content, builds campaigns for you, and analyzes the results. It's called AIMISocial.com, AIMISocial.com. Zach, you ready to take us to the top?
Yes, appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks for having me today.
Is this using GPT-3 stuff?
No, actually, we launched this company in 2017. We created our own learning models, our own content creation models. We launched our first product at the end of 2018. Really kind of as a starting point. Didn't do a lot of marketing. Didn't try to, we wanted to bring in some companies, learn, understand what's working and not working. We had over about 1,000 businesses, small businesses we worked with on that first version of our platform.
Wait, how did you do that? How did you get 1,000 people on it?
Well, we already had, as you mentioned in my bio, I've been in the software as a service space for over 9 years. So I already had a core team of outside sales professionals that were already selling other products that we had. So when we launched pre-built marketing, we transitioned that sales team over. And so we used the value, the amazing word of mouth, right? And social media to drive that earlier customer base into this new product. And so we leveraged that to bring on those 1,000 businesses.
Well, how many salespeople was that?
That was about, started off with a core of 50, grew to about 300 at its highest point.
Were these commission-only salespeople, or were they fixed expenses on your P&L?
They were actually paid customers who were also sales folks as well. So they
were you paying them like a sales rep? Did they have a base pay that you were paying them?
No, they were pure commission based.
So they're affiliates.
They were pure affiliates, referral partners. Yes, we called them brand partners. Now we call it partners.
So what did you? Look, an affiliate program on day one is really compelling. How you structure it is even more interesting. How did you structure it? What did they earn in terms of percent commission?
They earned it. Well, it was a 2-tier affiliate program, so we just paid 2 tiers. First tier was around 30%. Other tier was around 10% of the commissionable volume. We also have bonus pools. So quarterly bonus sales pools based upon the gross sales of all tiers in there. What we did for Amy Social is we put on over 300 people within 72 hours, 300 customers within 72 hours using a pre-launch strategy. So 4 months before we launched Amy Social in January of this year, we drove people into a Facebook group and we promoted the value of the product and educated them and got them really excited about it.
What's the name of the group?
I'm sorry, into a Facebook group.
What's the name of the group?
Now it's our Amy Social official Facebook group.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so we use it for all customers, anybody that wants to know about the product. But prior to launch, we use it as a pre-launch group. And so we grew that group to over 1,000 people who were interested in using the product. Constantly kept, nurturing them. This comes from my days in the CRM marketing automation space. Lead nurturing, dripping on them, sharing the value, sneak peeks of the app, how they're going to use it, got them really hyped up to want to use it. And then what we did is we gave them a pre-launch price for 72 hours before we launched on Apple and Google. We said, we're going to open it up and you're going to get this lifetime price. We sold it at half price to everybody that wanted to buy it.
How much was it?
And it was $60. We retail right now for $124.
Why do you do this? I mean, why do you kill all the reason to build a SaaS business is so that you can have freedom as a human being, build a family, go on vacation, relax. But when you sell a lifetime value, you now don't have recurring revenue to rely on. They pay 60. Your biggest fans, they pay $60 one time. And then if there's not a clear strategy to upsell them to the monthly recurring plan,
No, it's monthly. It's $60 a month.
Okay, you said pre-launch price for life.
Yeah, but it was a monthly price. They pay $60 a month for life.
Got it. So this is not a lifetime deal. They're paying.
No, I'm sorry. Maybe I confused. Yeah, I know lifetime reoccurring pre-launch price. So we came out the gates with about 250 people out of that 1,000. So 25% conversion at that price. And we were already tracking over 20,000 in recurring monthly revenue.
What were the other 750 paying, or were they free users?
They were free because we had a freemium model, so they were on the free plan. And obviously, the SaaS game is a fickle business, right? You never know where somebody is. But our at that time, our core market was the solopreneurs, these individuals, 1 to 3 man shops, who have a lot of trouble with social media marketing or content creation in general, who are looking for, something that really took all the heavy lifting and the guesswork out of keeping, consistency of posts and marketing their business, educating their audiences, where they don't have to sit there and get into the canvas and figure out what to say. Am I a writer? Am I not a writer? Am I a designer? What should be my, how many posts per day? What should I say? What should I do? And so that's what our product does. It's artificial intelligence that really creates the complete social media marketing strategies.
Yeah, the product makes sense to me, but there are hundreds that play in this space. None of them have patents like you do, but what really here, in my opinion, is a differentiator, and the people that win this space are those that dominate a distribution channel, right? And so like hearing your distribution strategies is way more valuable to me than going deeper on the product, because I get the product. There's a clear need for it. But what is MRR today?
It's a little over 25,000.
Okay, got it. So you when you did the Amy social launch, that was this year, and you signed up 250 at $60 a month. That's $15,000 a month right out of the gate, and you've added about 10 grand more over the past 6 months in terms of MRR.
We actually officially launched February 1st, because we launched on Apple first in January, and then in Android, and then officially launched February 1st. So we really spent 2 months out in the marketplace, and we're finding a need now for agencies who want to use Amy to help take on more clients, right? They want to customize her so they can automate the content creation for their client. So now we're moving into those models and enterprise models and all kinds of other things as well. As these things are ever evolving.
What was revenue at the end of 2020? In December 2020, how much did you do?
I don't have it on our hands. We went back into creation mode. We went back into the lab. So we weren't marketing the old product. We knew that the first version of our app in 2020 wasn't what we wanted to scale with. So that's why we came back and developed Amy Social. So I really don't have those numbers for you. But nothing earth-shattering.
What did you, in 2017, when you say you launched, was that the early version of Amy Social, just advanced over the last 4 years?
Yeah. So we launched pre-built marketing, which was the first version of the app. It was desktop app only. That was at the end of 2018. And between 2018 and 2019, we did almost 700,000 in revenue in that year with those 1,000 customers. They were all paying $127 a month. So somewhere in there, I don't have the numbers off my. But we realized that you make a great point. There's a lot of people playing in the space. They all do little bits and pieces. We try to bring it all together under one roof. And so we knew that to do that, we need to go back into the lab. And that's what we did all of 2020. Literally just, allowed our salespeople to sell the original app, didn't do any marketing of our own, went back in the lab with our team and created Amy Social. And that's what we're going to mass market with. That's what we're pushing hard out there. So
how are you adding customers today?
Right now, it's at this present moment, it's through some PR marketing, through our sales team, through funnels and things like that we're implementing, some online advertising.
How much did you spend last month on ads?
Oh, well, we've had a couple grand. I mean, we're starting to, like I said, we just launched the product in February, so we're starting to implement our marketing strategies and really.
I understand. I'm trying to understand what you're testing, right, to get going. So when you say a couple grand, so like 4K on ads last month, where are you testing?
Facebook, LinkedIn, a little bit, some Google ads, some, just some basic. What's that?
Any of these working best, better than the others?
It depends. I'm finding that with Facebook, even with some advanced targeting, it's a little difficult because, we're finding that we need to be a little more vertical specific. Our app is customized for over 30 verticals, but it's hard to pinpoint verticals specifically. If you're selling a wellness product, a shake or something like that, it's a little easier in Facebook because you can have a broader audience. But if you're looking for a house cleaning company, a B2B play, finding it a little difficult. We're starting to understand and dive deeper. I've always been a part of LinkedIn, have LinkedIn connections, things like that. But diving into more of the ads on LinkedIn, how we can leverage that to be a little more targeted, I think we're going to find more value over there. But I don't really have any results yet to share with you as far as that. It's still just kind of going.
Tell me more about your team. How many folks total on the team?
We have five individuals.
Okay. How many engineers?
2 and myself. So it's a 3-man. We're like a 3-headed dragon. It's really quite amazing what we've done with 3 guys here and the kind of product we put together. So
and of the $25,000 in revenue that you did last month, how much of that did you pay back out to affiliates as commission?
Oh, about 30%.
Okay, got it. And how many affiliates are earning at least $1 from you a month, would you say?
Over 62.
Okay, got it. What's the secret to building an effective affiliate program? A lot of people can sign up affiliates, but to get them to actually promote and drive a sale is a whole nother animal. It sounds like this is like sort of your special sauce here in terms of distribution.
It's about building community. People have to believe in you and your vision of your app, right? Because I built many software products already, and they always start with a vision and then they grow. Things work, don't work. You have to have people that believe in where you're going to be, so that when you give them the app, they have an understanding that, yeah, there's going to be bugs, there's going to be issues, there's going to be UX issues and UI issues and things that you just didn't account for. And they have to have that belief, and they have to have that. So it's about building community and trust and really articulating your vision and then sharing that. It's a lot of communication. There's a lot of hand holding. You have to communicate. You have to do meetings. You have to, present. You have to keep driving that community. Some will fall off. Some will come in and go, you know what? I really love the concept, the idea of the product, but it's not for me, right? I don't know how to sell it. I'm good at selling this, but not necessarily tech. Just because you sold this doesn't mean you're going to be good at selling technology, right? Even though you know some business owners, you may have some enterprise people, it's a different art. And so you're going to have to go through that. Like I like to say, you're going to have to kiss a lot of toads to get the princess.
What tool do you use to manage your affiliates? There's a lot of these tools out there. Do you use one of them?
No, I actually use my own custom CRM and marketing automation system I built, MVC. Yeah. So
got it. How many customers are you now working with today?
Like I said, almost 300 customers. So
okay, so 300 paid, and they're paying what? Still, are they paying $60 a month on average?
On average, it's 60, but it's also up. We have a bunch paying the full price of 100, 127.
Okay, so what's the average across all
of them? If you average it out, what is
like 80, 90, like
80, 90 bucks. Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, and how many customers are you adding per month currently?
About 150. At least users. Yeah, users. You know what I mean? Because we have a free.
How many customers, Zach?
What is it? 20%.
Okay, you're converting 20% of the 150, so that's about 35 new customers per month from 150 leads.
Yeah, roughly. It's like I said, it's only been 2 months, so I don't really have I wouldn't take my my numbers and you know what I mean. It's 2 months of business with very little.
This is an interview about you, so that's why I'm getting your story.
No,
right?
I know.
Why we're learning, right? So what are you doing when a trial signs up? You get 150 a month. What are you trying to get them to do? Because if they do that thing, they're way more likely to convert to paid at the end.
So the first thing we want to do is want to get them through onboarding, which to be honest, we had to go back and refix. The original onboarding that we had when we launched, realized wasn't working, was actually bringing conversion down. We saw that.
What is that? Everyone talks about onboarding, but for you specifically, what is it? Is it two?
So pretty much, it's literally, we had a 5-step process. We brought it down to a 1-step process. Literally, create your account, hit a drop-down menu, pick your industry. I'm a plumber or this or that, remodeling, and then boom, Amy builds a whole strategy. Before, we had them go through, add your logo, pick your colors, you know what I mean, really customize her. And we realized that people were getting stumped. They were getting paralyzed in the process because I don't know what color I should use. What should I tweak? And so we did it post-mortem instead. Show them the content, show them the value as quick as possible, let them see what the value proposition is, and then nurture them through drip campaigns and emails and driving them into our Facebook group to then want to go through our help desk article and learn the nuances to then customize her to then deploy the campaigns. And so those are a lot of the changes we had to make in March, and we relaunched our new onboarding in March. So a lot of our data, like I said, a lot of this stuff, a lot of our sales are coming from our salespeople. They're reaching out to people they know.
They're your affiliates. They're your affiliates. They're your affiliates. Yeah,
exactly. So they're qualifying them. They're bringing those sales in. But we're really, to be honest, figuring out that organic game of bringing folks in, without the need of a salesperson, right? Them self-qualifying themselves and seeing the value, and then going through that freemium to upgrade process.
Mm-hmm.
So
have you raised capital, or are you bootstrapped?
We're bootstrapped.
How much of your own capital have you put in personally?
Me, 6 figures. And our partners have put way more than that.
How much total?
It's been over the course of 8 years. We've been working together on multiple software products. So,
how is that structured? There's a holding company, all the products underneath.
Yeah, we have a holding company structure. Yes.
And so I guess, again, the reason I ask is because this is part of the founder journey, right? Everyone's exposing their own capital at some point. It can be nerve wracking. How much personally have you put into six figures? You're saying 100 grand, 200 grand more?
Yeah, I'd like to not discuss that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to because I just don't want to. I don't want to discuss personal investments on a podcast. But I'll tell you that this has not been an easy journey. And if anybody thinks that being a SaaS founder is an easy journey, then yeah, there are those few stories where somebody creates a product and within 2 years, has $1 billion valuation. Yes, they do happen. But if you look at the majority of them, and because you've interviewed a lot of them, they have a lot of failures. They have a lot of tough points. They had to go through a lot to finally figure out either the product, the right way of distributing it, and the position to finally get there. So if any of your viewers are watching this, it isn't easy, but it's fun. And you got to have the fortitude to keep sometimes to brush yourself off, after a bad month. And keep going and keep innovating and keep figuring out what's working and not working. So
yeah, we know it's tough because I thank founders all the time when they come on the show, and they're very transparent because we've had founders come on who share personally how much they've put in, right, and what their risk looks like. And then people realize listening, they go, you know what, got it. I'm in the same spot. There's hope. I can do it. Even if I put, whatever, 60% of my total life savings into this bad boy, I got to make it work. So understand you don't want to give more detail there. Also understand you have your own personal capital, and we're obviously rooting for you. On that note, let's wrap up here, Zach, with the famous five. Number one, what's your favorite business book?
The Art of War by Sun Tzu. You would call it that way.
Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
I don't study. Maybe I should be. But I don't know. Maybe Elon Musk. He always interests me.
Number three, what's your favorite online tool for building Amy?
My favorite online tool for building Amy?
Yep.
Atlassian.
Which product from Atlassian?
Oh, I use their Jira and their all that stuff. Yeah.
Number four, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
About 8.
Okay, and which situation? Married, single, kids?
Divorced with kids. Take care of them half the month. So
how many kiddos?
I got 2 boys. It's 11 and 9. Yeah.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 36.
36. Last question. What's something you wish you knew when you were 20?
I wish I knew I was 20.
Yep.
To get into software as a service earlier. Be honest.
Right. There you have it. Amy Social, adding AI to your social marketing, both planning, strategy, and posting needs. They've got $25,000 a month in revenue from about 300 customers. Launched and are really killing it with an affiliate strategy. Over 62 affiliates made at least $1 from Amy Social last month. About 30% of the 25 grand in revenue went back out to affiliates. It's a great way to obviously grow your team without having fixed expenses for salespeople on your balance sheet. They're building this with 5 people, 3 engineers with Zach at helm. Zach, thanks for taking us to the top.
Hey, thank you, Nathan. Hey, and if anybody's watching this, and this gentleman here promotes one of his webinars, you need to jump on them because they were absolutely amazing. Blew my mind. So the Nathan webinar is worth every minute.
Appreciate that, Zach. Thanks.
Thank you, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.